Parker's aim is to fight Usyk for title, coach feels Itauma could get very hurt. Stay connected to Fighting District, the world of bloody entertainment. Joseph Parker wants the next step on his incredible heavyweight run to be a shot at unified heavyweight champion Oleksandr Usyk and not a fight for a vacant belt. That is the opinion of his coach Andy Lee, who has helped steer the New Zealander to the cusp of a crack at the same WBO belt he lost 7 years ago against Anthony Joshua. The 33-year-old is on a 6-fight winning streak since his 2022 knockout defeat to Joe Joyce in Manchester, and his last 3 fights have been victories over Deontay Wilder, Zhilei, Zhang and Martin Bakole, a run that not many fighters at any weight could better. And the WBO have responded by mandating Parker to fight for their heavyweight title, which is currently owned by the Ring Magazine champion Oleksandr Usyk, who also holds the WBA and WBC straps. But there is a chance that Usyk may choose not to fight Parker and instead pursue a rematch with the IBF champion Daniel Dubois, who he stopped in August 2023, thus vacating his WBO belt. Lee, however, is hoping Usyk decides against facing Dubois next and instead fulfills his mandatory obligations with the WBO. "I think he deserves his title fight now," Lee told The Ring. "I think everyone agrees on that. At least the WBO are stepping up and mandating him now. People want Joe to fight Usyk. People have seen Dubois fight Usyk already. It wasn't that long ago. People have already seen Usyk Dubois and Usyk won by stoppage. For us, our first preference is to fight Usyk, definitely. If not, we'll fight for the vacant title, but we want to fight Usyk, that's our aim. Should Usyk take on Dubois, it would be down to the WBO to order a fight for the vacant title between Parker and somebody else." The 12-0-17 Australian Justis Huni is currently ranked at no 1 and is fit again after a recent hand injury. At number 2 is British prodigy Moses Itauma, still only 20 years old, who has been linked with a fight with Huni for an interim title in the past.